Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again for Steins Gate. Alright, so I'm fucking boiling. I am absolutely roasting alive here. It's too hot. It's just too hot. Can't breathe. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, Steins Gate. Fucking, we last left off when, Okabe went to pick up the IBN 5100, right? And I believe I was saying, like, well, it was 10 years ago, right? And the only instruction, like, whoever gave it to them, donated it to the shrine, basically said that a young man would come looking for it, and it was donated 10 years ago. So there's definitely some aspect of time travel there, and I thought it was John Titor at first, but I'm kind of getting the idea that it's not. As a matter of fact, I don't think John Titor is I don't think he's involved like with any of this really at all. I just think he's like he's sort of a way to progress the story because of his, like, obviously real life association with stuff like that, and obviously CERN as well. So with that in mind, I'm kind of, I don't know, there's somebody else who is involved that can time travel and gave the computer to the shrine. I'm just trying to think who could be, because if it's not John Titor, then I mean, I'm imagining it has to be somebody, I don't know, maybe who's that woman that was looking for the IBN 5100, like, who had it on her phone. I don't know. But yeah, we learned that Kirisu's father was actually into all that time travel stuff. And obviously, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it at all. So, yeah. I don't know if her father died or just doesn't like show up anymore. Possibly through time travel. I don't know. But yes, and I believe that was it. We learned that Kirisu like basically goes back and forth from America to Japan and stuff. So yeah, all right. Well then, in that case, there's nothing really else I can talk about regarding what happened last week. So I think we'll just get into this and watch this. Ugh. It's just too warm. It's too fucking warm. Alright, let's go episode 5.
I'm calling it a day. Help me lock up, yeah?
Okay! Enough already? Okabe, what's up? What's in the box?
Dying to know, are you?
Let me guess. It's an IBN 5100.
What? How did she pluck the answer out of thin air like that?
Yep. Monkey Curse. Who is this person?
She's Mr. Braun's new part-time help.
Huh?
Did I miss something? If looks could kill, I'd be a goner.
Huh. Starmine Rendezvous.
Nari, your t-shirt is so big! It's like the sail from a pirate ship. Or a rug, made from a big polar bear.
Ayushi is frolicking on my shirt.
I'm here because you're too weak to carry the thing. I certainly didn't come of my own volition.
You don't like it here at the Future Gadget Lab?
Wait, what? No, I didn't say that. It's complicated.
So what's in the mystery box? Seriously, this is why we love you and follow you.
It works.
How long will it take you to crack that proprietary code?
Don't hold your breath or anything. I mean, this computer is older than I am. Can't just pop an Ethernet cable into the back. This stuff and a gum wrapper should do it.
I'll get right on it.
How about that tour? You ready?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's show her what's behind door number 1.
Hold on, is that a shower back there?
Uh-huh. But sometimes the water gets really cold if you stay in there for a bit too long, and that's no fun.
You mean you've actually used this shower to bathe yourself?
Yeah, every once in a while.
You have to promise me you'll never shower here again, Mayuri. Don't make
She's
me say
perfectly
why.
safe.
Why do you hang out with these weirdos anyhow?
Huh?
Is it blackmail, or coercion, or brainwashing, or what?
Nothing like that. It's just I'm Ocarina's hostage.
That's it, I'm calling the cops.
Wait!
She just said she's your hostage. You two are going down.
No, silly. I wanted to be. And so far it's super fun. You'll see.
It's a strange, like, sort of way to
It's not the
put it.
exact thing he wanted, but I'm sure it'll do.
What's up? How's the old 5100 coming along?
I've never guessed the part-time TV girl knows so much about PCs.
Yeah, but when it comes to IBNs, there's one guy who has all of us beat.
Are you serious? Put me in touch with him immediately.
I can't.
Do you wish for us to be at loggerheads over this?
Look, it's not up for discussion.
You're treading a very dangerous path.
He's dead, okay? That's why I can't. He's been dead for years now. I'm the one who should apologize for before.
She
Did my
is.
assistant offend you in some way?
Just met her.
Did she glare at you, perchance? Or scoff? She packs a wicked scoff.
Neither one. She hasn't done anything.
What then?
I get the feeling
She
she.
hasn't done anything yet.
I think she's a time traveler.
Promise you she will.
She's a time traveler.
Just be careful. She's
Just a news chopper for the fireworks display later on.
what a relief. Fireworks, huh? Hey, wait, I've heard of those.
Heard of? Meaning you've never witnessed them?
I want to see them. Where do I go? I'll message ya. Just give me your email. Do-do-do.
Homebound?
Mm-hmm.
How did the parts hut go?
Total success, of course.
Huh. So, you guys are really gonna keep working this time machine angle, huh?
Don't tell me that you care now.
The truth, that's all I'm interested in, okay?
But Maki-say, are you gonna keep coming back?
Yeah. After all, I'm a member until I fly back to America, right?
Yay! Night-night.
I mean her, genius.
Here's my first email. Better than I imagined. Fireworks are amazing!
Ooh, mind if I use this? I love a good lab coat.
Nice.
Calms me down.
Look at you! The sight of you enveloped in that lab coat.
Oh.
The very marrow it thrills me.
Oh.
What the hell are you going on
Oh
about?
God.
Need you ask me? That coat is a pledge, a symbol that you are a friend to science.
Stop!
Telling Ergo, I want you to jam your hands into your coat pockets. Now, woman!
Okay, like this?
Perfect. Our stance is that of the lucky few who know the privilege and burden of having dedicated their life to research. Consider the lab coat a gift. Every time you wear it, marvel anew at my generosity.
All I'm going to marvel at is your stupidity. Time runs out and you lose anyway. Wanna throw in the towel? Because the one at the end is clearly a virus card. Just saying.
Whatever you think is gonna get you through the night.
Oh, good. Thank you for making my decision so much easier. Last turn, and go.
Soda you hold is the one and only drink of the intelligentsia.
Uh-huh. Your love of carbonation is a beautiful thing. Now stop peeking at my cards. And that's the game, my friend. No offense, but you're not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to looking at the bigger picture. Got played, Okabe. Sorry.
Hold on!
What'd I say?
You know perfectly well.
What?
What,
That you
Okabe?
kind of suck at the big picture?
No, just after that. When you referred to me as Okabe.
Swing.
Listen! For the last time, Christina, my name is Hoeen. I thank you to remember it. Are you crying down there?
What's there to cry about? Just because some maniac jumped out of his chair and started screaming at me about his damn fake name and scared me half to death? No, that's totally fine. No problem.
Maybe you should call it a night. Your hotel is nearby, right?
Don't worry. If it doesn't work by morning, I'm out of here.
Shouldn't you at least call your family?
Haven't seen Dad in 7 years, and Mom's in the States.
It's alive. It's alive!
You got it to work?
Hush!
Did CERN actually smuggle a whole programming language into the 5100s just to further their covert time travel plan?
That seems like a bit of a stretch.
But it is possible, right?
How about we just read the report and then we'll know what's up? Okay, I'm skipping ahead. Creating a stable world spanning from past to future. This will be the true raison d'etre of CERN as we move into the 21st century.
There, you see? They mean to rule us.
Here we go. The Z program will test the feasibility of space-time transference through the collision of high-energy protons.
Yeah, black hole.
Space-time transference?
See, that has to mean time travel.
No, it doesn't.
I'm right, damn it.
Space-time
CERN's been conducting clandestine time travel research for the past 40 years, at the very least. Is it floating?
That's what happens when you run a high-voltage current through aluminum.
What exactly does floating aluminum have to do with time travel?
I don't know, but they're spending an awful lot of time on it, aren't they? It says this thing requires a lifter and the presence of a black hole.
Keep on reading.
Program phase number 3 is some kind of animal testing, and program phase number 4 is
Say it.
human testing.
Which brings us right up to human is
Is
dead
dead.
mismatch.
Yeah.
No,
Save yourself. You've got a bright future ahead of you. Once we read this file, I can't guarantee any of our safety.
hold on, is that concern I'm hearing in your voice?
Well, of course it is. You're important to our scientific endeavors.
Report number 10. Subject James McCarthy, birthplace America. Z Program 4. Experiment date 28 January 2005. Result, human is dead. Mismatch.
And an article?
Oh my god, look at the date.
April 3rd, 1921.
New York. The corpse of a man was found half emerged from the wall of a building on 14th Avenue. The state
Whoa.
of the corpse has defied all explanation, as the soft tissue has turned gelatinous.
Shit. Whoa, what?
Report number 8. Subject Linda Hill. Result, human is dead. Mismatch. October 2nd, 1972. The gelatinous body of a woman was found on the roadside in the Indian city of Dharmapuri. The woman's lower legs were destroyed, most likely by the tires of a passing car.
Another.
Report number 7. Subject, Michael Lang. Result, human is dead. Mismatch.
And there are 14 of these?
Want to see another?
I've seen quite enough.
You okay, man?
I need some fresh air.
I think CERN is developing tech to allow time travel via curved black holes. I can only imagine what sort of trauma that would inflict upon a living human being trying to cram it through a singularity like that. It's like trying to squeeze this sponge into my clenched hand. You see? The insides get wrung out.
Jesus. Ugh.
Have to figure out what our next move is gonna be. What'd I say?
Our next move is patently obvious.
Huh?
We have future gadget numero 8, the phone wave real name TBA, do we not? We will build a time machine first, and CERN will come to nothing because we will rule the world instead!
Why did I even bother to ask?
All right, episode 5 of Steins Gate. Holy shit. There was a lot of revelation in this. To me, Suzu is a time traveler. She's got to be. I was wondering what the thing was that she had in her hand at the beginning. And you know, this may have not helped. It may have not helped, like watching the intro for the opening for the show, because the thing that there's a lot of cogs and stuff in that opening, and it's obvious that, you know, cogs are related to time And that little thing that she had, Suzu had, like, that little, I don't even know what it was, but it had a cog in it. And then obviously a little bit later, she recognized Kirisu. Doesn't like her. Doesn't like. There's something going on there. And then even later on that, she was the one that clearly said, you know, she was like, she will, I don't know, be like, she will be like a problem, or, you know, eventually. And then I remembered back on the rooftop where the satellite crashed, and there was a woman on the roof. I think that was Suzu. Because she had braids, right? And she was wearing a hat. So are we saying that that's a time machine then? That thing on the roof. I think it's interesting. They were talking about like aluminium, or aluminum if you're American, in like the CERN files and whatnot. And I think aluminium is used in satellites and stuff, right? I'm sure that's like one of the main materials that is used for making satellites. Which would add up to, you know, a satellite crashing up on the roof and Suzu being there. So yeah, interesting anyway. So Kirisu hasn't seen her dad in the past 7 years. I don't know if this is due to just time travel or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know if. Well, here's the thing: if he was pursuing time travel, if he ended up getting involved with CERN, could he have been one of the people that they used as a test subject? Although that being said, like if our dad hasn't been seen like in the past 7 years, were they doing these experiments back when they were using the IBN, or are they still supposedly using that now? It's strange. The thing that I'm just missing is that I know in my head I think Suzu is a time traveler. She has to be. She just knows too much about what's going on. There are certain things that like obviously point to it. But the thing that I don't understand then is how Kirisu was dead and then wasn't. Like, how? Oh, if there's different world lines, right? And you split off into different world lines where different things happen, right? Then that only should affect the person who has time traveled. It should not affect the people around them. So why is it affecting Okabe then? How would he know? There must have been something with the satellite that originally happened where obviously it affected the phone because satellites and phones obviously affect each other. Fucking radio waves, shit like that. Which would explain why it affects obviously a microwave. I imagine there's aluminium in that. And he ended up using the phone and went back in time. But that was the only time that he's went back in time, was that. Because that must have been a different world line where Kirisu died. Good God. Oh my God, it's so fucking confusing. What does Suzu know then that Kirisu is like so bad? Like, why is she a problem? What would she do? What would she be the downfall of? Like, I don't know. Like, oh, fuck's sake, this is so irritating. Alright, well, whatever. I'm just gonna have to leave it then. And I'll wait. Maybe I'll get more answers in the next episode. But, yeah, I love the idea, like, you know, like, someone traveled through time, was merged with the wall, and then, like, that gelatinous green shit. That's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Bloody hell. Ugh. Sneezing. Someone's talking about me. Alright, last thing I want to talk about is, was CERN ever pissed about this? Like, the actual company. Like, would they, have they, like, because that could, like, this could be considered slander, right? I mean, it's based off of a real company. So this whole show could be, like, slanderous to that company. You know what I mean? Like, saying that CERN wants to take over the world and shit, and, like, they keep all of this fucking high-class, like, stuff behind closed doors and whatnot. Essentially, they're slandering a company. Well, I guess, like, you know, this John Titor guy probably did it before, so I don't know. Maybe it's just open, like open. It's an open topic to, like, get into, I guess. But, like, you know, I haven't searched up John Titor at all. I've just heard that people are saying that he's a real person, and that CERN is a real it's like a real organization. So I don't know how much John Titor actually went into, like, this whole thing with him apparently time traveling and this whole thing with CERN. So I don't know, because it seems like they're getting pretty deep into some stuff with this. Because, like, I got, like, you know, I'm sure the whole, like, human dead mismatch thing of, like, people being found in, like, gelatinous states and shit, like, and merge with walls and things, I'm pretty sure that's not real. You know what I mean? That's just something for the show. It's not something that, you know what I mean, it's not something that actually happens. So, you know what I mean? Human experimentation, shit like that. I don't know if that's something John Titor ever, like, found out and went into, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm just interested to know if CERN, the actual company, was ever pissed about this kind of shit. You know. So yeah, fucking hell, it's fucking so hot. It's actually ridiculous how hot it is here. Alright. So that's it. That's all I've got for episode 5. We're going to move on to episode 6. Get a little bit more revelations with all of this CERN stuff. Absolutely nuts though. I'm really, really intrigued. I'm really interested to see where this goes. So yeah, that is all for this video. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.